Welcome to another edition of the Evening Review. My name is Ogito Greg. This evening in studio with me, I have Dato Dr. Mohamad Rameez Yahaya. He is the head of mission of the High Commission of Malaysia in Namibia. Good evening and welcome, Doctor.
Good afternoon.
Thank you very much. The High Commission, the Malaysian High Commission in Namibia keeps a very busy schedule. And just last week, you hosted the Lim Kok Wing University for exhibition and an event. Can you tell us a bit more about that?
Yeah, it was, first of all, thank you for inviting me again for this evening review. It's a very pleasure for me to be with all of you here.
Thank you, sir.
Especially the Namibian media. On the score that you just mentioned, of course, we had the function called the Malaysia Education Fair 2025. Which we collaborate with Lim Kok Wing University of Creative and Science Technology, the campus of Namibia. Lim Kok Wing, as you know, is established in Malaysia 30 years ago in Cyberjaya by Tan Sri Lim Kok Wing, and it's expanded to many countries, especially in Africa. And Namibia campus is the latest one, established in 2020. And the education fair is actually to expose Namibians on alternative ways of pursuing their tertiary education, not just in Namibia, also in Malaysia. Malaysia offers kind of competitive fair plus fair rates for students to enroll in Malaysian universities. Such as in Lim Kok Wing. So why we choose Lim Kok Wing is we wanted to promote TVET programs which Lim Kok Wing offers, and that collaboration is very much in demand, and we receive also many requests from Namibian students who attended the so-called event last week to participate and to attend their studies, probably a kind of twinning program, 2 years in Namibia campus and the last year probably in Malaysia.
Oh, I see. And what other recent developments have there been regarding cooperation between Namibia and Malaysia in terms of education?
Right now, there are currently 26 Namibian students in Malaysia, studying in Malaysia. Majority of them, I think 16, actually participating in private institutes in Malaysia. All of them pursuing their tertiary education in Malaysia in various kind of field, especially in creative technology, in engineering, and few others. I think why Malaysia has been chosen, probably because of English. We speak mainly English, so it's easy for Namibians to understand, and vice versa. And in addition, the rates in Malaysia is quite lucrative and fair, as I mentioned earlier, in the sense that sometimes public institute or private institute in Malaysia can only cost you to complete the whole tertiary education, like law. Maybe in the range of only 200,000 Namibian dollars for 4 years.
Oh, wow.
That's quite reasonable, yeah.
Quite affordable.
Affordable, yeah.
Yeah. But now, most recently, we've heard our president announce that next year there will be no more fees, registration or tuition fees for tertiary education in government institutions. And I think it's a dramatic move. Do you have any experience with that kind of approach? What approach has Malaysia taken in terms of educating your populace?
I think our mainly, as I mentioned during the previous evening review segment, our population-wise is around 37 million, in comparison with Namibia is only 3.1 million.
Yes. Thank you for the point one.
Yeah. Yet the issue at hand is our education system fully subsidized by the government. I think via the SONA addressed by Her Excellency President Nandi, Matumbu Nandi Natwatwa, recently is a bit is dramatic as you mentioned, but is very interesting and it's high time. Yet there are still alternative ways and mechanism of if let's say there are the supply of students are more than the demand for the students to enroll into the universities are more than can be catered for.
Yes.
Probably private institute or other kind of institution can be an alternative.
Yes.
But it's a very brave and a very good move by the president.
Yes, yes. Thank you very much. Tell me, what other areas of cooperation are there between Namibia and Malaysia?
There are various in terms of we also do some kind of what we call it Malaysian Technical Cooperation Program, where we give assistance in short-term courses. We send previously we sent few military armed forces to do their short-term course for a year in Malaysia, postgraduate studies at the Malaysian Military Armed Force College.
Okay.
I think they came back early this year. And then we also sent few prison officers trainee to train in Malaysia for a period of 5 weeks. They did it in Langkawi last year. And we also sent few diplomats from Namibia and few officers in the NAMRA, few officers in the irrigation services to undergo courses, short-term courses in Malaysia. Previously, we did send also a few Namibians to undertake their masters and postgraduate studies, but I think currently we are not stopping, but probably we are into more short-term courses so that more Namibians can participate in that kind of program. In addition to it, also other than the Malaysian Technical Cooperation Program, other than education, we also collaborate in other kind of activities, tourism, sports, and also in, as you know, Malaysia also provide drought assistance to Namibia last year in the amount of quite substantial amount. We hope that amount can assist somehow or other to facilitate Namibians in times of need.
Yeah, it was very much appreciated.
Thank you.
I'm sure. You know, some people, they look at cooperation and they just want to know about the bottom line, the numbers involved, trade. What it actually comes down to is trade. How is trade developing between Malaysia and Namibia, and which areas of trade show the most promise?
In terms of bilateral trade, from the statistic that we gathered last year, 2024, it seems that the trade figure has risen exponentially.
Oh, wow.
In the sense that the balance of trade, although is in favor of Malaysia,
Yeah.
but Malaysia import more from Namibia now in comparison with the previous year.
Oh.
So the import surged to a double or triple figure, while the export is from, let's say, 47 million US dollar in 2023, it only came up to 47.7 million, around 700,000 extra. So in terms of trade, we do export petroleum products because Malaysia is also a petroleum country.
Yes.
Petronas is one of our company, our GLC. In fact, Petronas was established in Malaysia in the early 70s and is the Fortune 100 company in the world. And we hope Namibia will soon become one day.
Yes.
And in addition to, as you say, which actually kind of product is most valuable for Namibia to export. Currently, we do import from Namibia things like the extractive industries like diamond, gold, etc., which is much needed. Probably, as your Excellency President Nandi mentioned earlier, Netumbo Nandin, like what I mentioned earlier, to get cooperation also from other countries in developing and to add value into your extractive mineral industry.
Yes.
That will be much elaborative and much important.
Yes, yes. That brings us to the issue of the global trade situation. Malaysia and the ASEAN countries are very important trade partners on the global stage. And recently, the president of China also visited your country personally. Please elaborate on recent developments with international trade and how the balance of trade worldwide is changing.
In fact, President Xi Jinping visited Malaysia in April, middle of April. I think a week after the US announced the increase of tariff to 24% for Malaysia. And the visit was actually it's a done deal. It was much earlier projected for.
Okay.
In terms of to establish the 50 years of our relationship with China, which was established since 1974, when the late Prime Minister back then was Tun Abdul Razak. So President Xi Jinping visited Malaysia when he was a president in 2013. So 10 years after, more than 10 years after, he visited again Malaysia this time around. Of course, there are some saying that the reason most probably is because of the issue of tariff. You know, what the United States are trying to impose to the rest. I think that is their right to do so. It's their own country. But in terms of Malaysia, what we're trying to do, and we're trying to accommodate ourselves. We're trying to find ways of resolve this matter. In fact, we are also now sending team to United States to negotiate with the US in terms of trying to reduce the tariff or to have zero tariff in some aspect. And our Prime Minister, Dato Sri Anwar Ibrahim, recently also announced that via this kind of measure by other countries, probably rather than export this product, especially semiconductors, E&E products to that country and increase the result of the tariff on the prices and everything, we can use the product in Malaysia. For example, the solar panel. Rather than exporting to US, we can also accommodate ourselves by using the solar panel in our schools, in our government office, so that we reduce the consumption of electricity in somehow or other, and also increase the enhancement of usage of green technology.
Very interesting, very interesting. On that note, we're going to take a quick break, but we'll be right back after this.
Thank you.
Welcome back to the Evening Review, and with me in studio today is Dato Dr. Mohamad Rameez Yahaya. He's the head of mission at the Malaysian High Commission here in Namibia. And I wanted to ask you, sir, you mentioned our new president, Netumbo Nandin Daitwa, a couple of times. Have you had a chance to meet her, or are you still trying to organize a courtesy visit?
I'm trying to organize a courtesy visit. I'm trying to organize first to meet the foreign minister, the new foreign minister.
Yes.
As you know, after the inauguration ceremony on the 21st of March, we had the opportunity to meet the president in general after her swearing-in ceremony. But it will be ideal for me to pay a courtesy call on her. But first, I have to pay a courtesy call to the foreign minister first. That is the right procedure and protocol, yes.
Yeah, I understand. Looking a bit ahead, next Monday, the High Commission will be hosting the Malaysia Fruits and Food Festival. Please tell us more about that.
It is actually the, you're rightly saying it correct, is the Malaysian Fruits and Food Promotion or Festival. We had the same thing last year twice. This time around, we're going to have it again. We're going to bring 5 types of fruits from Malaysia. One of them is the king of fruits in the world, which is the durian. Durian is a round kind of fruit with thorny shapes. Okay. And some people will say that the durian smell a bit like a blue cheese. Okay. Something very, very, very pungent.
Yeah.
Some people wouldn't want to taste it because of that pungent smell. But once you used to it, you will love the food. And it's much in demand by people from China and few other places in Asia. And that's why we are trying to expose it also in Namibia. We did it last year, and we got a few buyers from the Taiwanese shop and the Chinese shop here. And of course, the clientele will be more towards the Asia people. We hope Namibians will have the taste bud for durian. In addition to durian, we're going to have also a special kind of mango. You don't have that mango here. I know most of the mango are very sweet, but we have the mango called aromanis. It only comes out like once or 2 months in a year. And we export it predominantly to Japan, and they're very high in demand. We managed to get few to come inside to Namibia, and we hope to expose how the mango will be eaten by putting up a kind of glutinous rice with some, what we call it, the so-called coconut milk, mix it with the mango, and we'll try how. We're going to have some food promotion as well. And then we're going to have also the palm olive. I think you have palm olive here, small size. Ours is bigger. And then we have the guava. And in addition, we have the jackfruit. The jackfruit, I think only few countries, probably Angola has it also, and few countries in Latin America. And Malaysia also we have. So we're trying to expose and explore the market in Namibia and see how we can export and promote trade when it comes to agriculture product as well.
Excellent. And hopefully more cooperation in terms of agriculture.
Very true.
But I look forward to tasting those.
Please. I hope you come.
I will do my best. What else does the Commission have, the High Commission have planned for the coming months?
After that, most probably we're going to have another program. We called it in June. We're going to have a program called the ASEAN Promotion Fair, where we will try to collaborate with few our countries like Indonesia. We have also the Embassy of Indonesia in here in Windhoek, but I have to approach first their head of mission. And then we're going to have collaboration, of course, with Thailand. We have few Thailand restaurants here.
Yes.
The Philippines, we have a huge Philippine community in Namibia. So Vietnam and few. So we'll see how. And as you know, ASEAN is comprised of 10 countries currently. And by having these countries, 4 or 5 is more than enough. And then we're going to expose their products, and they're going to demonstrate their products to visitors coming to the High Commission of Malaysia. And I'm going to give a talk on ASEAN in general. Then we're going to expose them to ASEAN. What more, Malaysia is currently the chair of ASEAN in 2025. We're going to have the summit soon in May, another one and by the end of this year. So that's why we have to play a role in trying to expose people on ASEAN and how this regional organization via ASEAN can be emulated by other countries as well in Africa.
The lessons you've learned that you're going to share. Opportunities, I hope.
Of course,
Yeah.
Of course.
Your time in Namibia is drawing to a close. Please share some highlights of your time with us, and what has been achieved while you've been here in Windhoek?
It's been a pleasure for me to be in Namibia. I will certainly miss Namibia. Been nearly coming to an end. It's nearly 3 years, of course. Been doing things like exposing Malaysia to Namibia in terms of tourist aspect. We promote tourism through your collaboration with this Namibian media at the Safari Club last year. And Malaysia stall became the best stall when it comes to the competition. It was good. Thank you. And then we also expose, we have collaboration in terms of cooperation with the prison, with the military forces, and then with other kind of institution. And then we also try to expose Petronas to come to invest into Malaysia, to invest to Namibia through collaboration with NAMCO. I think we had a kind of technical study visit last year with NAMCO for a period of 3 to 4 days. And then we also try to expose our road technology, road construction. I see few potholes, and I think we managed to inform the Ministry of Works and try to get some collaboration with a company called Probase, because a Malaysian company called Probase has already started off a road construction project in Esawatini in the range of 250 kilometers. So we were wondering to do the same in Namibia if there is such opportunity.
Yes.
And then we also collaborated together when it comes to the community. We help the Christian poor, the Muslim, also the community, regardless of race, creed, or color. In fact, we are going to send few of the Muslim students from Namibia to undertake a tertiary studies in Malaysia, starting in September, called the Unisiraj of Perlis. I think probably for the first time it will be 5 people. Soon they will be advertised in a newspaper about that effort, and they will be going there for 3 years. The government of Malaysia, government of Perlis, Malaysia, will be sponsoring their tuition fee, their studies, and giving them per diem every month. So at least the only thing is that for them to be there.
Yeah.
And
to study.
To study, yeah. Of course, to study, not to work, yeah. And then to expose themselves to the culture. And yeah, people-to-people exchanges. I think Honorable Lucas Moha visited Malaysia in 2023. And then we have our so-called acting king of Perlis, visited Namibia also, and met at that time the deputy president, the vice president, which is Nandi at the time, Notable Nandi. So it's good, good. And what more? Yeah, there are many things that I cannot say is success. I can say that we try our best as diplomat. As you know, we travel everywhere, but when the time comes for us to go, we have to go back. Yeah.
What will you miss most?
The people.
Sunset. The people.
Yeah, the people. I like the people. I think Namibians are very friendly. It's like Zimbabwean as well. You know, I've been to Zimbabwe once those days, and I feel that the people are very humble. Keep humble.
Yeah.
Keep in touch, and there will be memories will always be there.
Excellent. And how long? When do you have to go back? Do you have an idea?
It will be sometime in July. Yeah.
Sometime in July.
Yeah.
Tell me, sir, just to use our last few moments.
Yeah.
The world is changing so much.
Yeah.
What do you expect? Do you think we're going to get a bit better, or are things going to get tough?
I think we are in a globalized world. Things will. There will be a time where peace will be there. There will be a time where what we call it issues will be coming up. We have the trade issue now. We also have wars in Ukraine as well as war in Gaza. You know, what we pray the most is, as human beings, we will try to assist ourselves to ensure a more peaceful world, a more better world for our future generation, of course.
Yeah.
We try our best, our level best, but what comes will be what we do as human beings. Yeah, we cannot be saying that how we are going to project, how we are going to predict the future. We don't know, but we hope for the best. Yeah, especially for our future generation to come.
I very much like what you say. What comes will be what we do.
Yeah.
So we need to take responsibility
for what we have done
and take action. And,
immediate action. Yeah.
Yeah.
But whether it's it can be substantiated by what we do or what we are saying in rhetoric sense, there's something else.
Okay, but we will see.
Yeah.
And thank you very much for reviewing this evening with us. Tomorrow we will be back with a different evening review. So please join us again. Thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you. Thank you.